Well, here it is. October the 27th. What are we, like 4 days away from Halloween? And a blue moon. 7 days away from whatever it is. It just amazes me how all these channels that supposedly don't believe the official story of 9/11, let's just put it that way, and don't believe that we are really given a choice in the election, and don't believe the official story on the moon landing, or don't believe the official story on just about anything, or buying into a laptop and Hunter Biden. How do you know there's even a laptop? You don't. Find the airplane that hit the Pentagon. It's all a big psyop deception. And besides the second wave, I must have slept through the first wave because I didn't see it. But anyhow, they may not even need to use that here in the United States for a lockdown when the riots in the streets start. They have been promoting all of this, really ramping it up since George Floyd. But they were planting seeds on the racial divide way before then. Which I don't buy the official story of George Floyd. I don't buy anything that Live Vision programming tells me are coming from the governments. I say governments, plural, any government, especially those in Washington, D.C. But most people can't get it through their head that the mainstream media on that Live Vision is lying to them. But can you find me a law that says the news media can't lie to you? Well, there is a law saying they can. Anti-Propaganda Act, and it's on the books. I've been working on my trash people, a couple of young guys, on the space deal, and they admitted that they don't believe the official story of 9/11 or this virus. And I asked them today, and here's another one on your International Space Station, supposedly the size of a football field, that nobody's ever proved that they ever constructed it in space, other than a CGI. Size of a football field. At one time, I remember seeing where it was 222 miles above the Earth. Now I've read one where it's 240 miles above the Earth. I'm here in Indianapolis, and it's more than 240 miles to Chicago. So, on the other side of Chicago, could I see a football field from here if there was nothing obstructing my view? No way. Even if it was all lit up, no way. It just boggles the mind just how simple everything is hidden in plain sight that can be just ripped apart just with a little common sense and critical thinking. And we was talking about the 9/11 just now. This is my trash day. one guy, I almost got him on the space deal. He's pretty much starting to see it. This other guy I don't see too often, he was talking about all the planets being lined up. I said, how do you know they're planets? Do you believe that light can travel for 93 million miles in utter darkness? He said, no. Well, that's what NASA tells you. And then the subject of, yeah, they glitched out when the plane was supposedly hit the towers. And one guy said it was jet fuel. You want to talk about jet fuel? And I explained to him about jet fuel, and his jaw just dropped. I said, everything you've ever been taught is a lie. And my little friend from over here at Kroger's, she picks me up a few things every week or two. And now they're preparing. You can only buy one paper good at a time. I had paper towels and Kleenex on the list, right? She could either only get paper towels or a box of Kleenex. Not both. You can't do it. You cannot buy any paper good, including paper plates, paper towels, napkins, Kleenex, toilet paper. You can only buy one item at a time. That just started. So she couldn't get the Kleenex. Couldn't buy a paper towel and a box of Kleenex, and she works there at the same time. I don't know where I just don't know. And I'm not taking a defeatist attitude, but I'm just sick of all these people, truthers that are building up false hope because they've never read the Bible and understand what we are seeing. This is a spiritual war. And they are not going to back down from this. We are not going to win the battle on this. God will win in the end, and his son Jesus Christ. But this is rolled out, and they will not back off of this. I hate to burst your bubbles. All we can do is keep trying to wake people up to whatever truth they might accept, whether it be 9/11, the moon landing, fake space, the virus, the shootings, jet fuel, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Everything is a lie in this world because it is run by the father of lies. Jesus said his kingdom is not of this earth. And Satan is the father of lies. From the beginning, he was a murderer and a liar. And he was around his creation, and he's a whole lot smarter than any man. And the fallen angels, the stars in creation merely said in Genesis 1:16, the two lights, and he created the stars also back in Revelations 12. And his tail drew a third part of the stars with him down to the earth. Not some heavenly body or all the planets like this one guy was trying to tell me a while ago. I shut him up real quick. I said, oh, so you believe in NASA and your government like a religion. You believe that by faith. Have you seen any of that? He had to admit no. And it just, I cannot find any proof, concrete proof, that this is a ball that we live on, flying through infinite universes. I believed it all my life, but now that you look into it, there is no proof. You can't have a vacuum next to a sealed system, for one thing. Light cannot travel in utter darkness, for another thing. There is no curve, for another thing. It just goes on and on and on. How come the moon doesn't affect the tides of the Great Lakes? How can sun bend through clouds? How can one cloud near the sun be illuminated and the others not? It's just all common sense things to tell you. And you cannot see a football field 240 miles away. And there's no way you can fit a swimming pool full of jet fuel in a wing of an airplane. And there is no wreckage of an airplane at the Pentagon or in Pennsylvania. I just thought I'd sit down here and throw out a few of my fleeting thoughts. Get ready. Get ready. And how it just amazes me. That's all it is talked about on these channels is the right-left division and this laptop. Like the 33,000 missing emails of Hillary Clinton 4 years ago. We don't even know if that was real. Can't be proven. They can conjure up any picture they want of Hunter Biden just to cause more division. And you people that know 9/11 is a lie are buying in once again to more lies and deception. Unless I can see it right there, right in front of my face, and I can touch it, I don't believe anything. Because it's legal for the media to lie to you. Look it up. But anyhow, love y'all. Down the road.